Yo, what's good boys, and welcome to episode 1 of Synths and Drinks, the series in which we take a look at a different vintage or analog synthesizer in each episode. We're going to be starting off with the Juno 106. This is my very own personal Juno, by the way. This is mine, I own it, and I'm very proud to own it. Shout out to you guys for putting me in the position to be able to own one of these and be able to afford it. It's a dream come true for me, and this synth is absolutely amazing. You guys are gonna love it. Before we jump into the video, the drink of today's episode is gonna be a Desperado. Not sponsored, by the way, but drinks companies, if you want to sponsor me for this series, then hit me up. But I'm drinking the Desperado because it's my favorite drink. And this is my favorite synth, so they go together. Let's just get straight into this, man. Let's start making something. So I'm gonna be starting off with something a little bit R&B-ish. This synth is just so good for making that real nice R&B pad, pluck, you know, vibe, even synth basses. So it's just a good place to start for me with this beat. So the way the synth works is it connects to FL Studio right here with a guitar cable. There's no MIDI with this synth, so we're going to be just recording everything in, which kind of isn't ideal for me as I'm not the greatest keyboard player. However, I can do this thing justice, so it'll be good. So we're going to start off with a really nice chord progression, like some R&B type stuff. First chord again. Second chord, third chord, fourth chord. Yeah, we're going to be using patch number 1 in bank number 6 on group B. We're going to enable the chorus, and we'll give it a little bit of a sub layer, a little bit of noise as well. We'll do the first 3 and then we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best keyboard player, so all right. Alright, that's the first 3 chords, and then from there it's like, sounds like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a RC20 preset on this, and this is from Analog Colors as well, by the way, which you guys can try out right now. You can get like a couple of these RC20 presets right now for free. Just literally click the link below, sign up. Bit of noise maybe. That sounds nice. Subtle, but I like it. Try a different key maybe. Ooh, that sounds nuts. Ooh, what was that? So we'll do a bass, and then we'll do some kind of like counter melody maybe, and then we'll give it a really nice effects chain, and we'll call it a day. Ooh. And it goes. I like that one, that's good. That's a good sound right there. Why not put chorus on it? Nice. We can always correct that real quick with the time warper, which we'll do now. So yeah, that's just put it all in time for me in about 5 seconds. So let's give that a listen. Should we just try and record in a really like weird version of it? We're gonna pitch that down by 4, this down by 4. Ooh. That's what we want. Now all we need is like a nice lead, maybe a pluck or something. So let's just let the melody play, find a sound really. I just burped and sneezed, what the fuck? So the melody I think I'm gonna go for is gonna be something like this. It's gonna go, Something like that. I don't know. I haven't figured out the last part yet, but. Yes, that's it. There we go. That's the melody I wanted. Oh. So let's talk a little bit about the history of the Juno 106. It was released by Roland back in 1984, replacing the Juno 60 model. The two models are very similar and they were both very popular back in the 80s and 90s and basically have stayed very relevant all the way up until this point. The Junos were used heavily throughout this period by acts such as Wham, Madonna, The Cure, Frankie Goes to Hollywood and more, helping to create the disco/synth pop sound that was circulating back then. In more recent times, the Juno models have also been used by notable producers such as Calvin Harris, Mike Dean, Daft Punk, and obviously many, many more. So let's talk a little bit about the features of the Juno. Unique to the Juno, of course, is the chorus. That's what it's known for. The Juno has an amazing chorus. It has 3 settings, off, 1 and 2. That's basically it. Simple, but it creates an amazing sound. It's such a lush chorus. It's amazing. I love it. Next, you've got the presets, and the way you select them is very easy. You have basically 128 presets in total, or patches, and they're split into 2 groups and into 8 or 16 different banks. So each bank has 8 presets. So you have this button here, which changes the group between A and B. This is the only button on the synth that's a little bit dodgy and sometimes doesn't work. There we go. There's a bit of a knack to it. So yeah, you change the bank by going along here, all these banks, and then all these presets here. And then we've got the sub and noise sliders. I've not really seen many synths with these before, I might be wrong, but it adds in a sub layer to your sound. So this is really good for like pads. If you want to make it a little bit more warm sounding, maybe add some lower frequencies and just slide this up a little bit. And then finally, we've got the DCO, which stands for Digitally Controlled Oscillator. And that basically means that instead of having an analog voltage, it's digital. I'm not really exactly sure what that means. Not many synths use this. Yeah, that's a bit of a unique feature to this synth, I guess. Okay, so let's make this sample into a beat real quick. We're gonna be using the Analog Colors drum kit. And if you guys wanna get the demo version of this kit, of course, click the link down below, sign up to the waiting list, and you can go ahead and grab that. Analog Colors drum kit. Let's get a snare in there. Nice. Little velocity change. Oh, whoa, what was that? I think it was like... Okay, I think that's enough drums. Let's create a reverb, send, and then with the hi-hat, I always do this one, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a time delay. Split this by channel real quick. There we go. Little vocal from Arcade just to finish off this beat, you know what I mean? So that's the beat done. So now we're going to be giving this synth a rating. So the first category is price. Now I paid £2,000 for this, not including shipping and import fees, because this came from France, which is about $2,500 maybe a little bit less than that. I can pretty much guarantee that price is going to go up. But yeah, I'm going to give the price a 9 out of 10. I think it is 100% worth the price you pay for it. Next, we've got ease of use. I'm going to give that a 10 just because this synth is so easy to use it, and I've used some very difficult synths before. The ones I definitely struggle with the most, like the Moogs, the Prophets, they're a bit harder. This is so easy. You have your presets, you have a few options up here in terms of controls, your keys, that's it. Press a few buttons, bank, patch, ADSR, chorus, done. You got a sound, play with it. So easy, 10 out of 10. Next, we've got creativity. So how creative can you get with this synth? I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think you can get fairly creative with the synth. Definitely not as creative as other synthesizers just because you're limited with the one oscillator you get with this. Next, we've got built-in effects, and I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. The chorus is amazing. It's a great chorus, it's very easy to use, and it goes on almost every preset and it sounds great. Next, we've got presets. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The presets are great. Some of the presets are sort of like a bit weird, can't really use them that well. They're a bit sort of hard to incorporate, so maybe it should be an 8 actually. Maybe an 8 out of 10 actually, yeah. And then finally, we've got build quality, and this cannot be any lower than 10 out of 10. I mean, this synth is in immaculate condition. Every single juno I've ever seen in real life is in great condition, and this thing doesn't even look a day older than maybe 10 years old, I would say, other than like the design of it, but the actual like condition of it is immaculate, and that's a testament to the previous owners. Great condition, it's got a good weight to it. All of the sliders and knobs barely wobble, like they're not looking like they're gonna fall off. All the buttons work very well, all these, you know, great build quality. I mean, this synth is nearly 40 years old and it works great, so you can't complain about build quality with this. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Synths and Drinks. If you did, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to this channel if you're not already, man. If you want to get the drum kit we just used, or at least a demo version of it, click the link down below. Check out the waiting list for Analog Colors. If you just join that, sign up, you get a demo kit and also a bunch of other benefits as well later on down the line. And stay tuned for the next episode. We might have another banger on the way very soon, so see you guys in a bit. Peace.
Oh,